calling at the request of the Sheriff's Department for an overdose.
Nothing out of the ordinary for this Berkeley County paramedic team. They respond to 10 to 30 overdose cases every month. That's one every 3 days, at the very least.
Okay. Is she upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, nothing. Your pupils are this big and you're not now. Do you want to die? Is that what we're doing?
I'm fine now. I am. I'm good.
But you're not.
No, I am.
Girl, you just nodded out 3 times while I'm sitting here talking to you.
I am fine now, though. I swear I am. I'm
You're
good
not.
now.
You can get
How are
pissy
you going
with
to tell me shit? I know what I am.
Honey, I know, but you're
Mom.
nodding out in front of me.
I know, but I'm good now.
Understand, if I leave here and I don't give you anything, you can go straight back out and then we're back to the same thing where they're sitting here doing
Right, I swear
CPR
I'm
on you.
good
You
now.
were
I
you
am.
were not
I'm
breathing,
sorry.
you had no pulse.
Okay, I'm good now, though. I am. I'm very,
Did you use heroin?
Yeah,
Okay. Did you snort it or shoot it?
we shot it.
Shot it. Okay.
This woman has refused medical care.
Just keep an eye on her, okay? Let us know if
Oh, shoot.
Just call us back if anything changes, all right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
She was conscious whenever we arrived. They had thrown cold water on her and got her awake, so it wasn't ever technically a cardiac arrest. I mean, when they overdose, they go out enough that bystanders think that it's a cardiac arrest, but I mean, they did the right thing by calling, and she was just happened to be awake when we got here. I mean, normally, they refuse any further care. They don't want to go, and they don't want help at this time. When they want help, they'll get it.
West Virginia is being hard hit by the ongoing opioid crisis. These drugs derived from morphine include ultra-potent synthetic molecules, such as oxycodone and fentanyl. For decades, they've been widely prescribed by U.S. doctors as painkillers, but they're extremely addictive. When that prescription runs out, former patients often turn to the illegal market and heroin. It's cheaper and widely available. The Stay Report Center offers an alternative to incarceration for people who found themselves in the court system for nonviolent drug-related crimes. This means a lot of addicts.
Raise your hand if you consider yourself to be someone who's actively pursuing recovery. Okay, well then share with me, what does that look like for you on a daily or a weekly basis?
Take care of my kids, keep my job, make sure my family's happy. I used to get high because I didn't like myself. I didn't like who I was, I didn't like what I became, and I got high so I didn't have to deal with reality. And now I'm in reality, and it's a good thing because now I have my head on straight. Every day's a new day, and you never know what you're gonna face.
When it comes to battling addiction, Day Center Director Tim Shaja knows what he's talking about.
Shortly before I graduated from high school, I tasted heroin for the first time, and it completely consumed my life. I ended up going into a long-term faith-based treatment program called Teen Challenge. What do you all think about that, or what's your own story?
At this point in my life, I've been doing drugs so long that that's not really tempting me anymore. It's like, I just want to be normal now. And I don't even know how to do that because I've been high for 40 years. I don't even know what normal means.
Over 2 million Americans have a substance use disorder related to prescription opioid pain medication. Addiction and overdose are affecting Americans, regardless of age and social background.
There are many people that think that drug addicts are just horrible people that have no moral values and they just need to be locked away. I know that drug addicts are people that are valuable. They're struggling. They want help. They want to be free from their addiction. They don't know how.
West Virginia has the highest overdose rate per capita of any state in the U.S., yet facilities providing treatment and support to addicts remain scarce. Tara, Tina, and Lisa are all mothers who've been badly hurt by the opioid epidemic. Tara's fiancé is serving time for drug detention. Tina's son became addicted to prescription painkillers before shifting to heroin. He's been clean for the past 10 months. Lisa's daughter died of an overdose.
She was 78 days clean. She was working, she was going to church, going to meetings, helping at the sober house, and for some reason she decided to leave there and do it one more time.
By founding the Hope Dealers Project, the 3 women decided to be proactive about the widespread addiction afflicting their local community.
Make sure you're wanting to go into detox. And what's your drug of choice? Heroin? Okay. And when was the last time you used? Meaning today?
They aim to fill the missing link between addicts seeking help and treatment facilities.
Our closest detox until October of last year was 2 hours away. The addicts would reach out for help, but no one would take them. The hope dealers do. We drove.
Every day, 130 Americans fatally overdose on opioids. In 2019, U.S. average life expectancy has followed its decline for the third consecutive year. As paramedics rush towards another addict in distress, the 12th this week, this was just an ordinary day in Martinsburg, West Virginia.